Okay, let's try this again. Let's try this again. Hey, sexy. Oops. Sorry, y'all. How do I? Let me see. Delete forever. Now let me see. Let me see. Hey. Okay, it looks better. Is it blurry? Okay, it looks better. Is it blurry? Damn, this whole blurry. Why is it blurry? Why is it blurry? For those who are watching, is it blurry to y'all? If it is, I'm just gonna stream from my motherfucking shit. Why is it blurry, Lord? Why is it blurry? It's not blurry? It's just me? Well, shit. It's blurry on my end. Anyways, well, since it's not blurry, y'all, I'm just going to do it like this because I just don't have the time. Oh, look at my titties, boy. Let me see. Do I sit this way? I was trying to do, because I usually do it on my laptop. So I was trying to do something new, but I guess I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it from my laptop from now on. But, welcome to Chopping Rooks. What's really going down? Y'all know who I am. Y'all know who I be. It's Young Rooks. You already know. Today is going to be a little personal. Starting this YouTube channel has unintentionally made me embark in a journey towards self-acceptance. And as we enter every new year, we see that more and more people are not necessarily getting offended by everything, but they're more aware of things that used to fly. And one of the things, and this is why I titled the live, was that as a bigger woman, you know, we get compliments that are not necessarily compliments. You know, I've gotten, oh, I wish I was as bold as you, or I wish I was as confident as you. Meanwhile, all I'm doing is living in my skin. And so these things, you know, definitely play a part in how we look at things and how we move. And I wanted to come on here and speak on that. So I started YouTube March of 2019, and I said that I was just gonna talk my shit. I wasn't gonna do makeup tutorials. I wasn't gonna do hauls. I wasn't gonna do hair reviews. I was just gonna come here and solely talk my shit. But I'm passionate about my makeup because I like doing it on me. I don't do it on anybody else. I would never call myself a makeup artist because a makeup artist, you have to know how to match tones and match faces and match the shapes of faces. And I don't know how to do that. I just know how to do my face. And so people would always comment on my makeup and say, oh, you need to do a tutorial, you need to do a tutorial. So I was like, shit, let me do a tutorial. And so I was talking to Bex. There's a mutual friend, I think she lives in Canada, that supports me constantly to the point where, like, I was just sitting there and I was just like, wow, like, I don't deserve this type of support because, you know, she constantly roots for me. She constantly shares. She constantly posts. You know what I mean? And so I had to sit down and ask myself, like, what do I want from this journey? And with this journey, you know, I have to be self-aware. And to be self-aware is to tell yourself some hard truths. And this goes back to the last video I made, or the last live I made, when it comes to being or finding romance as a bigger woman. So I've made videos and I've touched on my insecurities before, and my insecurities involve my skin, my face, and my weight. And so I recently made a TikTok. I made a TikTok, and my name on there is Ruka OG if you want to follow me. But I recently made a TikTok, and one of the main reasons, if not the number one reason, why I don't really promote as hard as I should on platforms like Facebook and Twitter is because they are ruthless. I know I have bad skin, right? And I know that I look dramatically different once I do my makeup and once I do my hair. I know it. I'm a Twitter warrior. If anything, I'm a crackhead for Twitter. So I know exactly how people move. And yes, it may just be that they're negative, nasty trolls. They may just be projecting their hate for themselves onto you, but they do it. And they do it willingly. And so I'm not trying to post myself on there, post my before with my acne scar, my hyperpigmentation, my constant acne, and then my after with my wig and my makeup, and get all these hate comments. So I made a TikTok, and I was just minding my damn business. I was minding my black ass business. I made it this month. I was trying to figure out how to use it, how they do them cool ass transitions. And, you know, I was like getting the hang of it. I was like, all right, bet. I know how to do this. I can do this. So, unfortunately, or fortunately, I guess, I will say fortunately for me, one of the videos that I did went viral, kind of. And within it going viral on TikTok, I'm talking about trolls and negative people galore. And they're speaking on my skin, and they're speaking on my weight, and they're speaking negativity into my life. And like, I don't want to say it consumes me, because there's more positivity and more love on my videos than hate, but the loud minority tends to be the strongest and tends to be the loudest. And knowing that I'm on this journey towards self-acceptance, it kind of bothers me when people say, oh, Ruka, I wish I had your confidence. Nigga, what confidence? Just because you see a big black woman walking in her truth doesn't necessarily mean that she's confident. I'm living just as you are living. So, you know, you're telling me, oh, I wish I was bold as you. Bitch, all I got on is eyeshadow. What you mean you wish you was as bold as me? Oh, is it because I'm big and I have purple eyeshadow? Doesn't mean I'm drawing attention to myself? Like, these things, you know, are not only dismissive, but invalidate the way that you live. And it's an awakening. It's a different type of awakening when you realize, like, you are normal. You are walking in your skin. You are living in your skin. You cannot change who you are. So you are walking and you're normal, and then people are giving you compliments like that are not necessarily compliments. And it's dismissive. And it invalidates what I'm going through. And as a woman, as a 27-year-old woman, these are constant insecurities that I have on a daily, you know? And so now everybody is a cosmetologist and a dermatologist and an esthetician. Now everybody's a personal trainer and an MD and a physician. And now everybody wants to give you tips and tricks to the trade, and they want to disguise it or label it as they're concerned for you. You don't know who the fuck I am. I could be in the back in my room killing cats, and you talking about you concerned for my health. You don't know who I am, so stop lying. You know, and the common examples that we have are Lizzo, who's in the media, who does anything, who breathes too sharp, and it's a concern, and everybody wants to say they're concerned. Meanwhile, Saweetie's making jail spreads in her mansion of ramen noodles, hot fries, and sour cream, and everybody wants that type of woman, and everybody, oh, I love a woman who can eat. Meanwhile, a regular big bitch is eating, and it's a problem. And you want to mask it with, oh, you're concerned. You don't know me, nigga. How are you concerned? 1, 2, trolls tend to always try to have blank pictures. You know what you're doing when the picture is not of you. So you're going around masking your hate as concern, telling us we're gonna die and high blood pressure and diabetes, and they're gonna cut our feet off. And, Big Mama, your arm. Like, we know that shit is fat cat. It's fat cat. And it pains me when people don't realize it, because people, and it's not their fault. They're not living my truth. They aren't big. They aren't fat. You know what I'm saying? They have clear skin. So why should they be too concerned about what I'm doing? But what I'm saying is that, you know, you have to be empathetic in situations like this. You don't have to necessarily care, but you need to be empathetic. Like, say for instance, not even, let me move it away from my personal insecurities. My friend, he's bald. He's balding, you know? And people was like, oh man, you can rock it. You can be bald. You can rock that. I wish I could rock a bald, but I know my head shape. I know how my head is. I can't rock a bald thing. You know, I can't just cut my hair off. Neither can he. His head is shaped like a cassava. He knows how his head is. And y'all saying that is making him even more angry and anxious, and him holding on to the little bit of follicles that he has. You know what I mean? It's not just about weight. It's not just about looks. It's about everything. And the way that y'all say stuff, you know, it may be genuine, but that shit is ass. It's ass. Hold on, let me look into my things. Hey, Kay, by the way, that's my girl. Always here with me. Chanel Drip, I appreciate you so much. Hey, Shan Amazing. You can send me whatever you like if it's free. I am a truth teller. And I wanted to come on here and really speak my truth. Like, you know, I knew the risk I was taking when I began doing my makeup or doing makeup tutorials on YouTube. I knew what I was doing, and I wanted to make sure, like, you know, I wanted to make sure, like, I could handle it, you know, if it was to get viral. Because, you know, people love the most negative stuff become viral. The negative things become the most viral. And so I know, like, if you're conventionally unattractive or you're unconventionally attractive, if you don't fit into the European standard of beauty, then you're more, and you change drastically, like I do, then you're liable to get hit with that viral moment where everybody is insulting you. And that's what I'm going through right now on TikTok. Like, a few of my videos are getting traction on there, and, you know, I'm insecure. You know what I'm saying? They tell you to ignore the hate, but you can't necessarily ignore the hate when it's coming in droves. You know what I mean? And so, you know, that's a thing that I want to be transparent about, and I want to be vocal about. Like, when you're doing, and mind you, I only have 1,500 subscribers. You know, this is not somebody, I'm not somebody who has 100,000 subscribers, 200,000 subscribers. I'm only 1,500 in, and this is how I feel now. You know, and I can only, not to boost myself, but I can only go and think about celebrities and that constant influx of hate that they get. Mind you, the hate may be 10% and the love is 90%, but that 10% is so loud that it drowns out everything else. You know what I mean? And I'm feeling the hate, and, like, you know, it does affect me, but I'm not gonna stop. Because one thing that I'm learning on my journey towards self-acceptance is that I'm a real ass woman. You know what I mean? I'm a real ass woman, and it's okay to have flaws. I don't know who has been preaching to us about something else, but it's okay to have flaws. And it's okay to be comfortable in those flaws. Yes, as we, you know, are a millennial, as we are millennials, as we are often on social media, like, we compare ourselves. Let me speak for myself. I compare myself all the time. I wish I had this. I wish I had this. I wish I had the money to do this. Come on. How do you see me now? You don't see me fucking shoes. What are you doing? Sorry, there's a fly. But you know, we compare ourselves on a constant basis. Oh, I wish I was this thick. Instead, I wish I had a small. I wish I was Bria Majors, or I wish I had clear skin. If I had clear skin, nobody would tell me shit. I wish I had longer natural hair. I wish. I wish. Why am I not? Why am I not as successful as my friend? My friend was doing this. Why am I not as successful as her? This, that, and the third. Like, we compare ourselves constantly, constantly. So that even adds more to the negativity that comes towards us. And me being a public figure in the sense of me voluntarily putting my content out, that means that once it's in the air, once it's on the web, you can't be mad at somebody coming into it, because now it's on a public forum. It's a public thing now. You know what I'm saying? So what you getting mad for? What you getting mad for them commenting? You put it on there. You put yourself in that position to be talked about. And so that's where I am. It's like, I put myself in these positions and I want to reach a certain demographic or a group, but what are the obstacles that I have to do to get there? You know what I mean? Good evening. Good evening. So, you know, it's really a constant battle. And when your friends are saying, oh, Ruka, you're beautiful, you know, your weight doesn't mean anything, or, girl, nobody worry about that, girl, I wish I could. No. Acknowledge it. Acknowledge it, and then you can compliment me. Yeah, girl, I can only imagine, you know what I mean? But we, your friends, we don't look at you like that, you know? And I know it must be a hard thing with body dysmorphia and comparison when it comes to social media, but I feel you. I feel you. You know? And like, I know it's like, again, two things that we can do. The only two things that we have to do is stay black and die. That's it. That's it. But we have to understand, like, people care. You know, oh, I don't give a fuck about what nobody thinks. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I'm one of those people. I told you in the last video, I'm a hypocrite. I am one of those people. I would say I don't give a fuck. Meanwhile, I'm on TikTok responding to every negative comment. And it sucks for me, but it is my truth. It is my truth. So as I proceed on my journey, you know, as I continue to progress and continue to learn more about me, I just want people to be cognizant of other people. And I just find it very odd that you see something you don't agree with, or you see something you don't like, or you see something that astonishes you, and you feel compelled to write hate in the comments. What kind of life are you living? Is your life that bad? And are you sleeping on a cot, on a roach infested cot that you're just spewing negativity and hate onto my sheets? I'm not doing anything to you all. I didn't say your name specifically. I didn't just call you out and say, hey, you ugly ass nigga. I didn't say any of that. So why are you coming to my sheets with that type of shit, man? That fucking damn shit shouldn't be flying, man. But it's fucking flying, man. And I don't like it. I don't fucking like it. But it's part of the game. It's to be expected when you're doing something like this. When you're a content creator, when you're an influencer. You know what I mean? And it'd be one thing if I just had bad skin and I was skinny. You know what I'm saying? But that double dose of being big and having adult acne is a motherfucker, man. It is. It really is. So that's one thing that I wanted to talk about. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is my sexuality. I'm a sexy person. Like, I was told, like, due to some childhood traumas and due to my weight, you know, they hypersexualize bigger women all the time, as well as some things that I didn't deal with while I was growing up that kind of infused itself to my hypersexuality. Like, I love talking about sex. I love to feel sexy. I love to tease. I love to just be a big sexy bitch, you know what I mean? And I see that my sexuality or my sensuality, it tends to be misconstrued and miscommunicated to those who may be men or women. Y'all feel like y'all are entitled to come at me any type of way because I like to be sexy. And I'm here to tell you, you need to go to hell. I don't give a fuck about what I'm saying. I could say, oh, I can't wait until a dick goes so deep down my throat, it leaves my ass and then wraps around and then goes into my ear. I could say that, and that doesn't give you any reason to DM me and say, oh yeah, I can't wait to shove it up. No, that has nothing to do with you. Oh, well, since you said it, you giving people the right to. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I don't know. Did this connect with when it comes to men is astounding. I can't believe it. I can't believe just how much the disconnect is. Oh, because you said it, that what? Why are you so mad that a man? Because I'm not talking about that man. I'm talking about Rome Flynn. I'm talking about Idris Elba. I'm talking about Damson and Idris. I'm talking about Trevante Rhodes. I'm talking about Tyler Lepley. I'm not talking about you ashy, long-toed, discolored, wingworm-looking motherfuckers. I'm not talking about y'all. Y'all are not invited to what I'm saying. Yes, I talk about sex. Does that mean I want to have sex with you? You, that your penis is like this. Hey, Tom, you think I want to do what with you? You think I want to do what with you? Why? Why do you think that? Yes, I can, hold myself and be like, all right, I can blame myself a little bit. I can be at fault because I opened myself to this type of reaction. However, no. Respect yourself. Respect yourself. Foolish fucking fool. Respect yourself. Is it hard? Is it difficult to just respect yourself or to just keep scrolling? If you don't agree with something, what is the problem? This is excluding like important topics like politics, religion, relationships, stuff like that. Sometimes you need to open the minds of others. But when it comes to my motherfucking business, when it comes to what I'm doing and how I do it, your commentary, this is not ESPN. This is not a podcast. I don't need any of that. What I need is either positivity or you to be shutting the hell up. Yes? Right? Hey, Nicole, thank you. Pennies. Yes. So another thing is a lot of my subscribers, my recent subscribers, have been from TikTok. And I really appreciate the positivity that I've gathered from them. However, again, it's like you see it, but the negativity just, it shadows it. You know what I mean? And so, I don't know, all in all, I don't want to be too long on this, but just going back to everything that I've touched on when it comes to toxic positivity, that was a term that my cousin told me, and I just want to run with it because I don't have another word for it. But when it comes to, I wish I was as bold as you, and you're not doing anything except being big. I wish I was as confident as you, and you're not doing anything but being fat or walking with your natural face. Oh, you're short, but women love short men. Barely, a good percentage of women do not like short men. But me, 5'6" to 5'11", I've said it before, and let me say it again. You medium-sized kings, mwah, chef's kiss. I love them because that little category, right? They aim to please, baby. Yes, some of them, like Daystar, they had that Napoleon narcissism trait, that complex, that God complex, that short man syndrome, where they have to compensate for other things. I need a bigger car. I need a bigger watch. I need this. I need this. I need this in order to compensate for the fact that they're short. Hate it for you, baby. I hate it for you. But you don't need to do all of that. You don't need to do all of that. Because one thing about being short is that's something you simply cannot change. Okay? All right? You can't change it. Me being big and my skin, I can change it. It's just gonna cost some money. In a pandemic? You want me to go and do esthetician $200 a month? In a pandemic? That's crazy talk. You know what I mean? So whether you're big, whether you have good skin or bad skin, whether you're balding, whether you're short, that doesn't give people the right to dismiss what you go through on a daily. That doesn't give people, oh, I wish I was as confident as you. Meanwhile, you're not confident at all. You're insecure as shit. But because they see you smiling while being big, while being fat, while being something that, you know, is not normalized, they want to, oh, wow, I can't believe she's so confident. Isn't that a wild concept? You know what I mean? Second thing is concern. These motherfuckers ain't concerned. They are not concerned about your health. They don't know who the hell you are. They are not concerned. They will mask it as such. They will. But they are not. They are not. And I have seen some people who, you know, are fat positive, who say they just love the fact that they're fat and they wouldn't have it any other way. I am not one of them. If I could wake up tomorrow slim thick, I would do it. I personally don't think nobody in this world wants to be fat. Genuinely. You could have come to accept yourself. You could have come to love yourself, and I love that for you. I'm on my own journey. However, I don't think that you really want to be fat. If you had the option of literally losing that weight in a day, or you knew that you can consistently lose that weight, you would do what needed to be done in order to do so. That's just me. Because, like, for instance, with Adele. Adele is an example, a viral example of a woman losing weight. So, when she lost weight, people were saying that others were fat phobic for saying Adele looks good and they're glad that she lost weight. As a fat woman, that didn't make any sense to me. Why are you saying that people are fat phobic? We already know being fat is not accepted. So what did you expect? You throwing out words like fat phobic, what is that gonna do to bitches like me who are minding a fat ass business? Hey! Me, I'm just trying to get a second slice of cake without motherfuckers looking at me. I ain't trying. Who fat? Hey, look. Hey. Like Adele can lose weight or gain weight. Hey. I ain't say nobody fat phobic. Okay? Look. All right. So that's one thing. Another thing is I know a few people who used to be big and have lost a dramatic amount of weight, and they speak on how they're treated so drastically different because they're deemed attracted to more people now that they're slimmer. And I think that's such a wake-up call. You know what I mean? No matter how much makeup I wear, no matter how good I dress, none of that. I'm still a fat woman. And I'm just going to be attracted to a small percent. And that small percent, whether it's a dating pool or whether it's just universal politeness, will definitely translate as soon as I step outside. And it's a sad thing. And I feel like the only way I could fix it is to lose weight. I know it sucks, but that's it. That's the only way I can do it. So, toxic positivity, knowing who you are, people are not concerned about you at all. And how hypersexuality can come from childhood trauma as well as the way you live. And I know for a fact that my childhood, like a few things that have happened while growing up, have definitely shaped me into who I am now, as well as my weight. So like, one of my friends, she had weight loss surgery, and body dysmorphia is real. She looks at herself and she still sees the woman before surgery. Meanwhile, she's getting more prospects when it comes to men, or people are nicer to her when she goes outside. But when she looks at herself, she still sees the bigger woman that she was, you know? And that type of thing translates. outside. You know how they say confidence is so attractive. It is. It is. And when you're not confident, even when you're changing drastically, it translates out there, you know? And it's just difficult. It's difficult, especially for people who have been on both sides, both big and small, you know, and who have gathered or gained things such as hypersexuality. In my case, you know, from being big, you know, they over sexualize bigger women all the time. Oh, and I said it in the last video, but let me repeat myself. They say bigger women have wetter pussies, or bigger women can suck dick better. Oh, I love going over to my big bitch's house because I know that she gonna give me head and then cook fried chicken later. Like, these are things that I hear on a constant basis, and it's exhausting. Meanwhile, my skinny friend cook more than me, and she be throwing the fuck down. She be throwing the fuck down. How you be cooking like that? Fried chicken in this wig, so the grease can pop on this makeup. This Lancome, this Too Faced Born This Way, this Laura Mercier. You want me to do what now? Cook fried chicken? Motherfucker, if you don't bounce on Uber Eats or DoorDash and find yourself something to eat while you eating and munching and crunching on this coochie, I'm sorry, but I do not fit into a lot of these categories. No pun intended, because I don't fit into a lot of shit. Okay? But I don't fit into a lot of these categories. And another thing that's so random is that I don't know why so many skinny people, men and women, can't dress. Y'all's clothes is cheap as hell. Your clothes are cheap. Why can't y'all dress? Just put some shit together. Meanwhile, I gotta spend $75, $85, $100 on one pair of jeans, $50 on a shirt, and I'm out here stunting and styling and profiling. While you motherfuckers in this dingy ass olive green, you see fall coming out, so you wear some olive green crop top, a pair of holy leggings, and some ooga googas, some Uggs, thinking that's some fashion. Bitch, I ought to smack you. Anyway, let me just get back on track. Okay, so what was I talking about? Oh yeah, concern. If they were so concerned about your health, they wouldn't be over here gassing Sweetie for eating a big bag of sodium. You know what I mean? Exactly. I definitely, you know, I would be lying if I said I didn't look into bariatric surgery or weight loss surgery or VSG. I would be lying if I didn't say that. And there's a lot of things that you have to do. There's a lot of steps that you have to take. Of course, you have to take mental consultations. They have to see where your head is at. 2, you gotta diet before you even do your surgery. You gotta diet. You gotta diet like 6 months in. So you already have to lose weight naturally on your own prior to even doing the surgery, baby. So it's just like, bitch, you ain't got the money, so this ain't even a realistic thing, but come on now, you know? I just feel as though I would love to find somebody who would love me in this state and then drastically lose some weight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I told y'all in the last one, my imagination is vivid. It is vivid, okay? So I just be coming up with all types of concoctions and scenarios and theories in my head about what could happen, what could happen. I don't fucking know. But what I do know is that it's exhausting. It's exhausting to be dismissed. It's exhausting to be big and then still be invisible. And it's something that a lot of us go through every day. And it may not just be big. It may just be you are unattractive. You are short. You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't have clear skin. You're considered a catfish. I don't know how many times I've been called a catfish. Somebody said I'm a witch. I do sorcery. I'm deceitful. Somebody said they'll kill me if I took off my makeup and I looked the way I looked. Those are comments that I get. Just because I love makeup and just because I know how my face looks without it. I'm not trying to be deceitful at all. If you know me in real life, a lot of times, like, I will not wear makeup. I wear makeup often, but I also don't wear makeup often. You know, I don't try to be deceitful. I do not try to be catfish. But why in the hell would I put pictures of myself that I don't feel like I look good in on the internet? That is really beyond me. Oh, you cat. Why would I put pictures of myself looking dusty, crusty, and musty on the internet on purpose? Twitter only allows you to have one profile picture. You know what I'm saying? What do y'all want from me? What do y'all want from a real nigga? I will say, you know, I have a problem, and it's been going on for a while where like I'll put on the makeup and I'll use Snapchat filters. So, you know, it's one thing to have on makeup, but it's another thing to have on filter, you know? And so that is deceiving. It is. With this YouTube channel, it helps me to believe that, oh, but they can see me in this state, you know, but they can't see me in this state on anything other than YouTube. You know what I mean? And so I have a few stories where people have wanted to talk to me, and then they realize that my skin is not as smooth as it is with a Snapchat filter, or they see me without makeup. And it's taxing on my mind because I know that it's such an insecurity of mine. Like, I was talking to a man, and he didn't see me without makeup for, I want to say like a year, because I was so insecure about it. And I understand, like, I have a story where, you know, catfish is usually when you are posing as someone else, you know, but then it has evolved with, oh, when you wear too much makeup, you look drastically different. So I've had a few instances where I've been on dating apps, and in one particular story, I was myself. I just had pictures of myself made up and with filters, and this man, he just wanted to see me. He just had to see me, and I was hungry. So I was like, okay, if you want to see me, you know, bring me some food. Mind you, I did not have my wig on. I did not have any makeup on, but I was hungry. I didn't give a fuck what he saw in me, okay? I just wanted the food. So he was like, I'll get you anything, just name it, and I'll get it for you. So I told him what I wanted, and I told him where to meet me. And so he was like, I'm outside. I've been wanting to see you for months now. And so I step outside, and I mean, this man's face, I felt it. I felt him. You know what I mean? Like, I definitely felt him. I was like, God damn, I already know, like, you was just not expecting what you see right now. He still gave me the food. You know what I'm saying? We still chop it up to this day. Mind you, that was like 4 years ago. But I know I scarred him. Like, I see him on Twitter sometimes. I do not follow him. He does not follow me. But I see him on Twitter sometimes, and I see him say, look, if I can't FaceTime you on the first day, or at first day I get your number, or I can't see you, then I just don't want to, you know, because I know I scarred him. So I try to be more transparent with who I am. Like, oh, I do have acne scarring, and I am a bigger woman. I just know my angles. You know what I'm saying? And people don't understand how big of a part angles play when it comes to selfies, or when it comes to pictures. Angles are everything. Just like makeup, just like filters, angles are integral. They're vital. They're a vital part of how I do things. Like, a motherfucker wouldn't know what I am if he just looked at one good picture of me. And it's a problem that I have, you know? It's a problem that stems from my insecurities. And, oh, thank you. But it's a problem that stems from my insecurities. And it's something that I'm trying to fix. You know what I'm saying? Rome wasn't built in a day. These habits and these insecurities weren't built in a day. So for me to learn and unlearn a lot of habits, it's going to take a while. It's going to take a while. But for me to make such a huge step in showing my full face on camera and to post it voluntarily on a platform, to me speaks volumes, you know? Y'all need an angle tutorial? Yes! Follow me on TikTok, Ruka OG, and I'll definitely give you some angle tutorials on that hoe. People were asking me for my lip combo. So I'll do that on TikTok as well. But yeah, and then my last thing on my outline was my hypersexuality and me being sexy. Just because you're sexy does not give anybody a reason, or they are not entitled to you. Just because you speak about sex, or just because you speak about what you want, does not mean you want it with them. Oh, but you were talking about it, so nigga, so big old tomato head ass boy. Just because I'm talking about it don't mean I want it with you. Why don't you worry about why you are darker here in your areas, and why every time you sleep on your air mattress, your toes cut through the holes in your mattress, to where now you're sleeping on the floor. You're just sleeping on a nice floor. You need to be worrying about things like that. You need to be worrying about why you were held back a few grades, and you're 23, just now graduating high school. There are things that you need to worry about instead of worrying about me, my skin, and my sexuality. Those are things that you need to worry about. What do you mean, what is this? This is a live. This is my live. And so I just want to come on here and talk about that. I want you to realize that I am not confident. Let me just say it as plain as possible. I am not confident. I am just beginning to accept who I am at 27. I turned 28 in December. I am just now beginning to accept who I am because of YouTube. Because YouTube has stretched me and told me to do things to where I opened up myself to a lot of vulnerability and a lot of exposure and a lot of transparency. And so, I'm insecure. This is why I wear makeup sometimes. This is why I use filters sometimes. This is why I'm part of the makeup community sometimes. Because I'm insecure. You wish you were as bold as me. You wish you were as confident as me. Your wish is crazy. Your wish is not my command. Like, your wish is wild. Because it's baseless. It's not based on anything. It's based on the fact that I'm a big bitch walking and a big bitch breathing. That you feel as though you wish you were confident as me. No, bitch, I ain't confident. I wish I was as confident as you think that I am. I wish I was as confident as you think I am. Believe me, I really do. I'm opening myself to realizing that I'm going to receive a lot of hate the more I grow as an influencer and as a content creator. I'm going to be receiving a lot more negative comments than I'm receiving now. It's going to hurt my feelings. It's going to hurt my feelings. I'm praying that God has a plan and a purpose for me to where I can reach it monetarily and monetize and get an esthetician. I want to hopefully invest in a trainer, a personal trainer that can help me with my consistency, because it's one thing to wake up and say you're going to work out, and it's another thing to actually get out of bed. The hardest thing about every day for me is getting the fuck out of bed. One of the biggest problems that I have is that as soon as I wake up, I thank God, of course, and then I like, it's not even a thought, it's literally not a thought. I immediately open my phone. Immediately. And it's something that I want to change. I want to change my morning routine, because I feel as though because I open my phone and because I immediately start comparing, it's because I'm immediately looking at negative comments. It takes a toll on my mental health. It does. It does. So just because I'm already insecure about certain things, then I wake up and I'm comparing, then I'm waking up and I'm looking at negative comments, of course there I am. Not out of bed. 2 hours in. 2 hours after I woke up, I'm still in bed. I'm late for work because I was in bed for an hour. Not sleeping, but scrolling mindlessly. Mind you, I'm reopening and opening the same 4 apps. Not looking at shit. Not doing shit. Just doing it. And it's so unhealthy. It is so unhealthy. Oh my God. So, I just, I just wanted to come on here and I wanted to tell you where I am on my journey. I'm still in the beginning phases, and I feel as though I've been growing in a kind of faster pace. Guys, also, I love your suggestions when it comes to my skin. I do. But I would be remiss if I didn't tell you that I feel as though I've tried everything. I've tried Urban Skin RX. I've tried Proactive. I've tried Black Soap. I've tried Cerev. I've tried Cetaphil. I went to go see a dermatologist one time. I've tried the Ordinary products. I've tried lactic acid. I've tried, what else have I tried? I've tried so many things. I have. It's to the point where I know that I need to be medically diagnosed with some type of skin and get prescription drugs for my skin or prescription cream for my skin, you know? So I just wanted to come on here and speak to you. Just be as transparent as I can. I don't know if a lot of you, if you guys are on here, follow Miss Jemima. She's a plus-sized content creator who specializes in hauls. She does a lot of hauls. And she recently kind of shouted me out on one of her recent videos to where I've received about 130 new subscribers from just her sharing that video on her own video. As I made my TikTok this month and one of those videos went viral, I received 100 new subscribers from them as well. So I've received about 280 to 300 new subscribers in a matter of a week. And that's unparalleled for me. You know, again, I've only had 1,500 subscribers, so it's a big thing for me. But those subscribers come from a magnitude of negativity that has festered on all platforms. And I'm scared. I'm scared that I'm going to wake up one day and I'm going to open my Twitter. I'm going to have a blow up of notifications because somebody with hate in their heart posted my video and everybody's like, that can't be the same person. How did she go from dark skin to light skin? Wow, she's a witch. What kind of catfish is this? It's scary. And it's scarier because I voluntarily opened myself. This Erin, what's your problem? You don't want me to be fly on the camera? Fuck. But I opened myself to this type of reaction. And although I'm scared and I'm not prepared for it, I know that it can happen at any time. I know where I am with my weight. I know where I am with my skin. And I know what I can do as of now. And I know what I can't do as of now. I know where I am with my trauma. I know where I am with my hypersexuality. And I know what I can do and I know what I can't do right now. I know where I am with my makeup. I know where I am with my filters. And I'm going to continue using them because I look like a bad bitch whenever I do it. I do. You know, I'm definitely walking in my truth, but there's a little wobble and there's a little shake to it. You know? And green cream. I just really wanted to come on here and just share with you guys, you know. If your suggestions come from a genuine place, please don't hesitate. You know, I'm open to almost anything. I am combo oily skin, and I'm just one thing. If you don't know anything else about me, know this: I'm finna do this shit for real. You know, I'm scared. I'm insecure. I have a lot of bad habits. You know, but this self-accountability and this self-awareness journey that I'm on and this self-acceptance journey that I'm on, I was talking to my best friends, it is hard. It is so hard to unlearn so many things that you thought were okay, so many things that you used as a defense mechanism, so many things that you swept under the rug and didn't worry about. It is so hard to remove all of those things and to see yourself for what you really are. And to continue moving like that, it is so hard. So I commend anybody who's on this self journey and who is, you know, holding themselves accountable for their flaws, their limitations. I commend you because it is hard. It is so hard. But I know in my heart of hearts that it's fulfilling and it's rewarding, and the end of my journey is going to be magnificent. It is. So, you know, I am a bad bitch, hey. I know y'all see me. take it away from that. I'm just saying, you know, I battle with it. I do. And it just makes me human, you know? It just makes me human. So, thank you again for tuning in. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate the love. The love is one of the reasons why it keeps me going. I want to especially shout out a few people. Rebecca, Becca XL, she's somebody who constantly supports me and constantly lets me know of her love. Zaddy Zoe or Uzo, I really appreciate you as well. I love the fact that you talk your shit at all times. I love the fact that your beauty, you know, comes from within and you hold yourself accountable as to where you are in life. I love that. Miss Jamima has supported me before I made my YouTube channel. She's supported me during, and I know for a fact she's going to continue to support me. She's my #1 supporter. I love her to death. I've never met Miss Jamima before, but guarantee when we link, the world is going to stop because we are going to ignite the flames. Okay? And so I really, really want to shout out Miss Jamima for sure. Jasmyn for always sharing my stuff. She's always supporting me. And Compton Audie, of course, KA for always coming into my lives. I love seeing your name here. You always come into my lives. You always support me. And I just appreciate y'all. I appreciate one of my mutuals. Her name on there is Jane Doe. I appreciate her more than she ever knows. She's a beauty. She's beautiful to me. And I just love when beautiful people gas me. Crystal, the Crystal Pistol. Her name is the Crystal Pistol on TikTok. She is a magnificent makeup artist. She is so bomb. Her and Aaliyah. Crystal is amazing, and she definitely makes me feel as though that I need to up my makeup game. I wish she could do makeup tutorials on YouTube, but she does makeup tutorials on TikTok. Her TikTok name is the Crystal Pistol. So I definitely want to shout her out too before I get off this hoe. Again, if you don't know who I am, Ruka True, RUKATRUE _ on Instagram and on Twitter. Ruka OG, RUKA OG on TikTok and Snapchat. And anything else, if you want to know, you can follow me. Yes, Crystal, her eyeshadow, I'm telling you, I heard about you from Miss Jamima, and I've been watching your videos ever since. Everything you talk about is what my friends that are smaller than me will never understand. I hope I say your name right, Kiara Scott. You are the reason why I continue. I've been doing this since March 2019. I feel as though it's, October 2020 now. I feel as though I should be having 1 million subscribers right now, but I'm just joking. But I'm going to always talk my shit. And I do it for you, and I do it for me. Not to sound selfish, but I do. These lives are more for me because I get to say my inner thoughts out loud. So I can hear them, and I can be like, God damn. Because it's one thing to think it, but it's another thing to say it out loud. You know? Thank you for joining my live. I usually do it on my laptop. I'm doing it on my phone. I don't know if I'm going to do this again. I don't fucking know. But thank you for joining me. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for supporting me. And I'll fuck with you. I'm out. Like a light. I gotta go. Yay!